Caitlin Clark says, how do you say bang in Portuguese? It don't matter! Bang! For a preseason game, they flew up from Brazil, lost by 64, and got to make TikToks with Caitlin Clark after the game. Where do I sign up? Bang! Not sure why they played the game in Iowa, because Caitlin Clark, she was still shooting the shot from South America, baby! Bang!
Caitlin Clark was rendered completely inarticulate. And not because she broke a record or drained a logo 3 for once.
No.
It was even more uncommon. Even the most unstoppable player in the game was taken aback by the incredible compliments that the entire Brazil national team and their coach gave.
The team were lining up to get autographs. She signed their jerseys. They were getting them to sign. They were getting her to sign their jerseys. She was signing the players' jerseys. This is like Dream Team. This is literally like Dream Team stuff. We haven't seen this since the damn Dream Team. She is literally signing the jerseys of teams she played against. She is signing their jerseys. They're that much in awe of her.
This wasn't your typical soundbite from her. This basketball legend's mic drop moment left Caitlin speechless, asking, "Did that just happen?" Imagine being publicly criticized for saying something so candid and unexpectedly complimentary that it may serve as a career high point. That is the level at which we are operating. And guess who didn't receive the same adoration despite playing on the same squad a few days earlier? Angel Reese, who is enraged. Tell us where you're viewing from in the comments section so we know that CC fans are spread throughout America and the world. Come on, let's go.
How are you? Good, how are you?
Are you an amazing player? Congratulations.
Thanks.
You're changing the history in basketball.
I appreciate it. Thanks for coming here.
Let's now take a moment to truly appreciate that Caitlin Clark devotion has been added to the national identity of Brazil, the land of samba football gods and delectable steaks. Who was able to forecast that? Not a playoff game, not a championship match, but a preseason exhibition. Caitlin virtually tilted the basketball axis because she pulled so much gravity. After seeing her game, Brazil's head coach, who has likely been coaching for longer than most fans have been alive, reacted as though he had just witnessed Michael Jordan in female form. This was reverence rather than admiration.
The team she played against last night, and I understand a lot of this team was young, but the team she played against last night, getting pictures with Caitlin Clark at the end of the game, having her literally sign their jerseys, and those jerseys, you better believe the coach of the rival team being in shock. Like, this is the dream team. This is the dream team. This is the opponents getting pictures with the...
It didn't end there, either. This wasn't the kind of phony adulation you get from some washed-up commentators still holding on to the 1990s. Rather, the coach nearly declared her a saint right there and then. This was sincere, high-level gratitude. He lauded her as though she were a legendary creature who had chosen to moonlight in the WNBA after wandering off Mount Olympus and picking up a basketball. And it's gold-plated to come from someone whose native country worshipped football as a religion.
Brazil, their coaching, had no answer whatsoever for Caitlin Clark. And they threw so many different looks at her. Like, I've never seen a team throw so many different looks at it.
Caitlin didn't simply leave the game like a celebrity. At their request, she remained behind to sign the shirt for Brazil's national team. Consider that she, the current son of basketball player Caitlin Clark, signed their team's jersey as if it were any Sunday. There was no signature there. The receipt was a generational one. Mona Lisa was the one who signed the sign chapel. This moment was that iconic.
There you go. Thank you. That's one, guys.
Go viral with that shot, man.
I
know, I'm crazy. After you do that, can we do a TikTok video?
The finest part comes next. Caitlin didn't act haughtily. She didn't make them wait while she adjusted her shades or give them a condescending grin. Instead, she signed that jersey with elegance, charm, and a grace that leaves people wondering if she is a real person or just the ideal athlete. Caitlin is over here signing worldwide peace treaties while Angel Reese is busy blocking followers and claiming on Twitter that she doesn't have time for these small things.
Like we know that we can be the best front court in this league, so just trying to do the best as we can. I think in this off season we got the shooters that we needed, and as you can see tonight, we have some great shooters out there, which the space is out for both of us. So I think we're in a great direction.
Just a few hours prior, Brazil's players were practicing their best Caitlin imitation during warm-ups, attempting to make her three-point shots as if they were trying out for a parody reel. Following the game, the same players lined up like concertgoers, their phones out and eyes wild, pleading for signatures and selfies as if they were Beyoncé with a basketball.
Across the footage of the Brazilian national team dancing on Caitlin Clark logo at Carver Arena. Man, a lot of people had mixed reviews about it. Well, it looked like that wasn't the only clip because the entire team got in on the action, bruh. Got in on the jumping on Caitlin Clark logo, stomping on it.
When Caitlin on the court, she did exactly what they asked of her and made a deep three with such ease that the audience gasped. She refrained from performing for the cameras. As usual, she casually destroyed expectations. The Brazilian team, still in the process of recuperating from the shock of seeing brilliance, came to the realization that they were not only on the receiving end of a spotlight, but also actively involved in it. Not the type you desire, the type that appears in every sports montage over the ensuing 10 years.
They were there. They were knocking her on her ass a couple of times. They were being physical. They were denying her. They didn't try to stop during the game. They just did not have it. They're so excited. They're taking pictures with her after the game. They're taking pictures. They're taking pictures with her like...
That is the distinction. Caitlin is not a gamer. They belong to her. Her peers spend their time launching brand deals that don't last as long as a Reese jump shot or igniting Twitter feuds. Caitlin is changing the way the WNBA operates. Not only did Brazil admire her, but they were in awe of her, and who could really blame them?
Excuse me, pardon me, just trying to get through real quick. Sorry about that. Bang! Excuse me, ma'am, hold on. I think you dropped something. Oh, it's a dime. Floater, look at that. Big it, bang, boom, 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 bang. And her misses are majestic and set up her teammates for success. Look at this soft bounce off the rim, put back by her teammate. Bang! Just stand in the corner, clap your heels together 3 times and cut to the basket. Caitlin Clark will find you every single time.
You know who didn't receive such a warm greeting from Brazil? Reese Angel, no coach quotes, no selfie swarms, no signed jerseys like their precious heirlooms, only feelings and a few missed layups on Twitter. It seems as though respect must be earned rather than claimed. Because, let's face it, how often has a foreign coach praised her performance? Like children at Disneyland, when does a national team queue up to sign her? In a single night, Brazil gave Caitlin Clark more respect than Ree has managed to garner from years of self-aggrandizement. And that's the issue. Caitlin continues making them, while Ree keeps demanding to be the moment.
Angel Reese is now quoted as saying, "I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person." She refuses to say Caitlin Clark's name. "It's because of me too, and I want you to realize that."
Additionally, Caitlin is simply taking bows after jokingly reminding everyone why she is the league's face. She didn't seek for the attention, she just took it, while Reese's camp is undoubtedly frantically renewing their mentions. And now everyone is aware of the reality, from Sao Paulo to Iowa. Caitlin Clark is more than just fantastic. She is worldwide. Brazil saw a movement rather than just a player, and like the rest of us, they wanted to because Caitlin Clark alters the atmosphere as well as the game when she takes the court. And Angel Reese will need to do much more than just practice posing for the cameras if she wants to understand what it feels like. The Brazilian squad didn't pose for photos with Angel Reese for a reason. They weren't sharing her jump shots' best parts for a purpose. Because the atmosphere changes and the energy shifts when Caitlin Clark is in the gym, people are aware that they are witnessing something unique and uncommon. Even though Reese seems to be the future of women's basketball, Caitlin is receiving standing ovations in a variety of languages.
Oh boy, did that feel good. Did that feel good from Caitlin Clark opening up the game, pull-up 3, bang, to the logo 3 to close the third quarter, walking off to a standing ovation. Caitlin Clark pulling up from 36 feet out. From start to finish, there was never a doubt in our mind. There was never a time where we even thought to ourselves, is this game going to be close? Indiana comes out, 8-0 run. Close out the first quarter, close out the second quarter, close out the third quarter, sit our starters in the fourth quarter, and by the time it's all said and done, the Indiana Fever score more than double the Brazilian national.
Oh, and
Did we also mention that she played for 18 minutes? Yes, less than an episode of a sitcom. However, Caitlin transformed the court into her own private master lesson over those 18 minutes. Each possession taught a lesson. Each pass served as an exhibition of art. She had a greater impact and was in and out more quickly than a Reese media apologies. It seemed as though we had witnessed a complete career retrospective by the time the buzzer sounded. She wasn't even perspiring.
First look at Caitlin Clark in her second WNBA season, and she did not disappoint. She was raining threes, her handle looked tighter than ever, her vision was on point, and she brought this energy, and she brought the crowd, and everything was just electric because she was...
What sets her apart from the others? It takes most players 40 minutes to establish themselves. Caitlin just requires a small amount. She is the center of attention. She doesn't steal it. And as soon as Brazil gets a taste, they abandon their facade and join the rest of us in the Caitlin Clark will always be a fan.